was a long trip back here, so I had a lot of time to think about what happened in your match. I feel like I let you down.
It wasn't your fault. I was actually impressed how you stopped Jay from interfering. Nothing you could have done about Jimmy nailing me with my own belt.
I should have done something.
Maybe. But you'll have another chance. Aldis has booked us against the Usos in a steel cage match at Saturday night's main event.
I'll be ready.
Good. Because depending on how things go in this match, a lot could change. One way or the other.
It was a long trip.
It wasn't your fault.
I should have done...
Maybe.
I'll be ready.
Good.
It's the fallen hero and his partner, who he's dragged down with him. The use of... What can we expect here, guys? Chaos? Turmoil? Bloodshed?
All of the above and more, Michael. These four can't stand each other, and now they have no option but to fight to a finish.
All I know is this match will change these four men forever. I can guarantee that.
Sharp right jab, and another, watch the left, down they go.
Oof! Caught a back elbow for that trouble.
And Jimmy able to reverse that. Totally helpless at the moment. For the waistlock takedown. Fists are flying in this brutal steel cage match as these four men settle their differences once and for all. You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there. Bang! He finds a counter.
Oh!
Jay looking a little less than main event after that one.
Now is the time for him to prove just how tough he truly is, especially if he wants to do more than just survive the steel cage.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Exploder suplex.
Oh, a boot to the back. Big drop kick connects.
And now going to start the climb up the cage.
It's never easy climbing the cage like this.
Oh, gotta keep your balance, man. Trying to scale that cage wall.
He's dragged right off the cage, down to the mat.
Gotta be more aware of your opponent when you're on that cage.
Wow!
Costly error there.
What a unique suplex. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
The steel cage is just as punishing as your opponent, Cole.
Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
I don't think this is going to quite work out.
Driving that knee deep into the enemy.
Snapmare.
Just clubbing down. Move!
Big punch connected.
has him dead to rights. Flashback. Well played super kick. Boom. Ooh, the forearm connects. What a counter.
And responds with a counter of their own.
He's trying to climb up the steel cage.
Boom. Fire back with that elbow.
Gotta be cautious here, man.
God damn it.
Trying to make their way out of the cage. Super kick. Fingers hooked into the cage and starting the climb. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose. He's pulled back down mid-climb.
You gotta shake it off and bounce.
What is that?
Super kick. He's definitely been worn down a little.
Reaching this point in the steel cage, everything's all starting to come to a head now.
Looking to ascend up the cage from the top rope.
And Jay reverses. Great job anticipating Jimmy. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Oh, loving blow. Lethal combination.
And looks like Jey Uso is busted open now.
Power slam. Wow.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
What a German suplex.
Looking to find more grip for the climb of the cage.
A suplex DDT.
And it can be all over for Jay.
Perched here on the highest point of the cage. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
Obviously drained from the climb, but he's got to power through.
Trying to take him down from the mountaintop, trying to force him back inside.
Oh, he flips that around.
Face first into the cage.
Crashing to the mat. He's looking to climb the steel cage now. Look at the height. Frog splash.
Hector takes victory now.
We have seen these men unleash a lot of devastating offense. Incredible that this match hasn't hit.
Suplex turns it into a DDT. No way Jimmy Uso recovers from that.
And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Every second he wastes up there is crucial time lost.
Looking for the right footing here.
Taking off up the wall of the cage now. He climbed to the top of the cage, but now his choices are limited. He's going to ascend the cage. Oh, what a response.
Putting up a fight on top of the cage now. I love it, man. I love it.
Going to scale the cage wall now. Oh, some good contact by Jey Uso. On point. A quick response to Jay's offense.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Face plant. This building is rocking right now. Can you blame him? What grace. Float over to the DDT. And he has started to ascend the cage.
Using every ounce of energy to make the climb of the cage.
Trying desperately to escape. Oh. Jimmy saw it coming. Misses the target.
Oh, and look at this. Just launched into the steel cage.
Now heading up the cage.
Balancing on the top rope here.
Catches the boot. And now
Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Sitting on the cage. What's the next move from here? Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
Figured out why the ad lost.
his nerves might be getting the best of it.
And here he goes, up and over the cage wall. No one in his way now.
Easier said than done,
That
but
did.
now making the descent back down to earth. Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
these two battling to a dead heat with these reversals.
And Flores is turning to the crowd for assurance.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Hector even more determined than ever now. What impact!
Yo, Pepper.
What?
Deflected to a deep
Huh?
I figured out why their abs lost.
DDT.
Oh.
Finish Jimmy for good.
Oh.
Making a move on the cage wall here.
Flores is feeding off the WWE Universe.
At last, he's climbed to the top of the steel cage. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top.
Not a lot of room for error up here.
Carefully planning his escape.
Bye bye. Just watch me escape. I lost my title, by the way. Because Jimmy. Ugh.
I figured out why the abs lost.
Why?
Because the refs ejected Nathan McKinnon.
Are you serious? For what?
I know
Well,
you're
one of the Oilers players pushed him into the goalie, and apparently it was a
the gift I sent you.
goalie interference, so they ejected him.
Just ask Shinsuke and Rikishi.
Nonetheless,
That's stupid.
I've been meaning to thank you.
Thank me.
Goalie down, Debbie.
For what?
You did an excellent job warming up the crowd for my client's main event title defense later tonight. But more generally speaking, I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done since the Raw after Mania. When you weren't sulking away in your gym fighting nobodies, you wasted precious time going around the world searching for something that was never there. In the meantime, my client, Braun Breaker, was growing stronger, successfully defending his championship against every top competitor WWE has to offer. So I thank you, not for anything you've done, but for what you haven't done. See, when you turned down my services, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If we had worked together, you would have dragged me down with you into your world of failure and depravity, just like you have with your sycophant, Hector Flores. Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed what you've done to him. So that's it. 2 simple words from preventing a downward professional spiral that I may have never recovered from. Thank you.
I have 2 words for you, Paul. Braun's finished. When I get back to Raw, your client will be no match for what I've become. I will take his title, bury him with that shovel, and you will be left with nothing. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Damn.
I gotta say, these conversations are getting more and more difficult.
No one's forcing you to talk to me.
No, but I feel an obligation to say something. To make sure you're okay. Look, I'm not here to say I told you so, but since we last spoke, you've lost your title. That was a direct consequence of you taking things...
Let me guess. But
It's not. And if you just...
You can keep it.
I told you I'd be ready. That was a hell of a win we just pulled off.
It was. Beating the Usos is no small feat. Beating them when they're pissed off in a steel cage is even more impressive.
I've heard that we're next in line for a shot at the tag titles.
I'm focused on the WWE Championship.
Why not both? Imagine having a title belt on each shoulder. That is, if you're on board.
Actually, I'm not on board, Hector.
Okay. We can...
Stop saying we. I'm not on board with going after the tag titles because I'm not on board with you. I am sick and tired of carrying you around everywhere I go like some kind of parasite. Remember when I said it wasn't your fault when I lost my United States title? I lied.
I was the only one who stuck around.
That's the difference between you and I, Hector. You think I know.
Yeah? Well,
we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I came back for, and that's win the WWE Championship. Without.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest WWE champion of the 21st century.
That's right. And I will be champion again now that I've broken every branch of the Bloodline family tree. Not to mention dropping that dead weight Hector Flores. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Braun Breaker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now,
what the hell?
We're gonna wrap things up.
Okay. Now I gotta face the Wyatts. Ah, 19.
Just think, in a different timeline, you and me are talking trash to each other about our upcoming tag team championship.
I'm living in this timeline.
Oh, I know. After you and your little minion managed to steal one from the Usos, all anyone was talking about was, oh no, the New Day must be shaking in their boots. Instead, look at you now.
You should be counting your blessings that I dropped, Hector.
I bet Hector's counting his blessings now that the Wyatt Six are after you.
Come on.
Looked like you believed at the... You left the business to become
I'm not afraid.
Not yet.
You wanted to talk?
No. I want answers. What are you going to do about the Wyatt Six?
What do you expect me to do? Use my special Wyatt Six hotline to give Uncle Howdy a jingle and ask him to take it easy on the archetype?
I expect you to do your job. Your top act just got ambushed at a press conference.
My top act? Is that what you think you are? All you have managed to accomplish since darkening my doorstep is bullying the weak, attacking a legend, and kicking the one person who had any respect for you to the curb.
Fine. So how about you trade me to Raw? The only reason I returned to this cesspool of a company was to get my WWE Championship back from Braun Breaker. And I can't do that here.
I'm afraid running away is not an option.
Then put me in some matches and I'll show the entire world I don't run away from anything. Including some cheap scare tactics from the Wyatts.
No promises here other than the scheduled match.
minute.
The Wyatt 6 torment won't stop.
Look out, Archetype! It's Eric Rowan! Oh, changing plans with that back elbow. He's just making sure that no one sticks their nose in his business.
Chop! Counter. He knew just what to do. Santos suffered some disrespect of his own. Super kick! Worried look on the face of Escobar.
Escobar has to weather a storm here.
Santos managing to find some of that needed breathing room. Escobar hoping to start a blitz of his own. Surprisingly quick kick out.
Completely powered out of that pin attempt. A vicious boot.
Oh, the heel hook. Stretch. And saw what was coming there. Loving blow.
Oh, just clobbering away here. Impressive awareness from him.
Super kick.
And now lifted high for a suplex and
Into a DDT.
Santos is on Dream Street. Harris will counter. Oh, look at the incredible speed. Oh, here we go. What impact! Suplex.
DDT.
That has Santo counting the lights.
2. And a victory. A win. Here is your winner. I have a feeling this one is going to go sideways. Once admired, now feared. The Archetype. Here comes the dark and dangerous Shinsuke Nakamura. At one point in time, I called this man the rock star of WWE, but now he has a much different tune.
And his opponent from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
I didn't really...
That's cool.
Emotions running high. These two don't want to wait to get going.
I cannot understate the display of... Now what?
The Wyatt 6 are a shadow the Archetype can't outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
Arriving on the scene and making sure this could be it. The pin. And a kick out before even one there.
I think he's still just getting warmed up.
Ah, jeez.
Able to steer clear of danger there.
Ooh. Oh, kick connects.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Brutal stomp to the body. And followed up by another to the chest.
Well thrown fist finds its mark.
Punch connects.
I'm so over this.
Irish whip reverse. Look at the speed of this superstar. Oh, not so fast.
Shinsuke about to look. It's in deep. Trying to get the submission here.
And just look at the pressure and strain on the arm. The crossed armbar was locked in good, but a great counter there. From behind, up and right to the DDT.
Is there any air left in Shinsuke?
He manages to kick out. What strength. How? How did Shinsuke kick out of that? The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out? Just deadlifting right there. The power. Power slam. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skipped going to the gym today. Getting raided with a succession of strikes. Just going all out with every blow.
Dear Lord, just a nasty assault.
Nakamura might need to find a reprieve. Nakamura having a tough time here. Ooh, we have to be nearing the end of this one.
Stamina must be depleting. Probably hard to even draw a full breath.
Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air. Flinged across the way. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Nakamura finally creates some more offense for himself.
Now's the chance for
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied. Just look at the strain on his face.
Using all of his power.
Armbar broken. Oh, and a kick.
Shinsuke got out of the way.
Flying forearm. That'll turn your lights out. And he's keeping this attack going and going. Time for some quick thinking on his part.
You should just accept it. I'm going to the bathroom.
There's an eerie feeling in the building.
The former hero returns with a whole new attitude. Charging their opponent. Emotions taking the wheel before we officially get underway. And it paid off. Well, we'll see how the rest of this match goes. So Extreme Rules are now in effect in this one. Anything goes from here on out. That's right, Cole. If these superstars can dream it, they are absolutely free to do it. There's nothing standing in the way of their most ambitious and sadistic imaginings. Sharp right jab, and another, and another. Watch the left, down they go. That was a stiff shot with the shovel.
You just got hit with the fucking shovel.
The extreme rules, tools of destruction are everywhere. It's not a natural environment for any competitor.
And the instinct in an extreme rules match is often to go... Wait a minute.
The Riot 6 torment won't stop.
Look out, Archetype! It's Eric Rowan!
Reigns down an elbow in retaliation.
He knows how the game is played. He won't be the victim of surprise attacks.
Crack. That shovel is still echoing from that. Coming down hard with that shovel. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. I don't think this is going to quite work out.
What a blur! Clothesline!
A suplex down into a DDT. My goodness.
Kit with a cause for alarm.
A suplex.
Oh, DDT. Kit is in a terrible predicament.
2 count. And that'll about do it, folks. Here's your winner.
Come here. I'm tired. I want to this. Idiot. Boom, boom, boom. There. Mm-hmm. 17. Diving foot saw. Cool.
You need something, Truth?
I'd like not to be smacked by a shovel. I probably didn't make that clear last time.
I'm a little preoccupied with other business to waste my time.
That's good to hear. Are you a ghost?
Do I look like a ghost?
I don't know.
The Wyatt Six.
That's good.
The Wyatt Six.
Why would you bring them up? It was just my reflection in the mirror.
Well, they messed with me.
No, dog. After everything you did to me and Rashiki and Jamie Uso, you brought this on yourself.
Bring it on.
That's cool, but you will be. Can you go stand somewhere not next to me for a little while?
The Wyatt Six have been interfering in every one of my matches. This is an unsafe work environment.
It is the height of irony that you would complain about the safety of WWE superstars after you literally attacked a legend in his home with a shovel.
I had my reasons.
And the Wyatt Six have their reasons for what they're doing to you.
I didn't do a single thing to them.
Well, you've done plenty. You announced your arrival on my show by breaking a man's arm. You assaulted Rikishi. You abandoned your partner. Again and again, you have gone out of your way to do the wrong thing in order to prove some kind of point.
You want to blame the victim? Fine. If you are incapable of taking care of the Wyatt Six, I'll do it myself.
Okay.
Tangaloa has his work cut out for him tonight with a bizarre Joe Gacy.
I do not see how someone starts following Uncle Howdy when you end up looking like, oh!
The Archetype from behind! What a cowardly attack!
Cowardly? Have you seen the way the Wyatt Six have been harassing this man? Gacy and the rest of these freaks deserve everything he gives them.
What is Adrian Butler doing? This isn't a match. It's an assault.
The Wyatts have been interfering in the Archetype's business for weeks. It's about time they face some consequences for their actions.
Are you kidding me, Wayne? The Wyatt Six are the consequences, and it's time the Archetype paid. Spear! Spear!
I'm now lifting high-weight suplex all right to the DDT. Joe Gacy's eyes look glazed over.
From behind, up. It's over. All in a night's work.
The Archetype just told the Wyatt Six that the Hunters have become the Hunted.
But what's he going to do if he catches them?
Uncle Howdy! I'd say we can call you the Wyatt Five now, but I lost count of all you weirdos years ago. However many of you are left, Joe Gacy isn't one of them. If he wasn't knocked out cold right now, he'd tell you that I'm not afraid of your smoke, or your mirrors, or your dumb Halloween masks. You freaks are just rungs on my ladder back to the top. I don't know if you picked my name out of your stupid hat, Howdy. But that was the biggest mistake you've ever made. Next week, SmackDown, you and me. Let's finish this. I am not running from you. You should be running from me.
Oh boy.
The passion of the Archetype is at hand. Or maybe it's a crucible. What do you think?
I think I'm surprised you and the rest of your sideshow showed your faces before I expose you in front of all your fireflies tonight.
Exposed. What we see in others is what lives within ourselves. You're lured away by the siren song of Hollywood fame. But pride comes before the fall. When you fail, The truth stares back at you in the mirror.
I'm not one of your pet psychos. You can't get in my head.
You don't see it, do you? We're already there, playing with all the broken pieces.
I have a surprise for you. The only thing breaking tonight is you.
That would be a surprise, but not as big as the one coming your way. Your fate is already sealed. Soon, you'll see.
The Archetype called out Uncle. Demanding a match with Uncle Howdy is a whole lot different than actually standing across the ring from him.
The Archetype looked like the dog called the car. Man has no idea what to do with it.
Do not underestimate the Archetype. If Uncle Howdy does, all the smoke and mirrors in the world won't save him from looking up at the lights when this match is over.
Super kick! Boom. Super kick! These attacks are chipping away at him.
Nothing new for him here. He's faced worse. And just chucking Howdy out of the ring.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Crushing facebuster.
Uncle Howdy getting worked on right now.
Howdy has to retreat and rethink his strategy.
Tossed a substantial distance.
And slides back into the ring. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Making sure this crowd knows the kind of world-class athlete they're in presence of.
Flying forearm connects.
Daphne LaSalle with the count.
What's going on here?
Where is Uncle Howdy?
And who is that freak referee?
It's like the Archetype is looking into a carnival mirror of himself.
That's Hector Flores. That's the Archetype's former partner.
Look out!
Sister Abigail.
Not again.
Daphne's back? What is happening?
Uncle Howdy with the most bizarre victory I've ever seen.
Was that even official?
I don't think that this is the last the Archetype has seen of his former ally and Uncle Howdy's newest follower.
Oh shit. Okay, bitch.
The weak, the weary, the abandoned, and the betrayed. It was you, Archetype. It was you who delivered a new brother to us. Tonight, Hector Flores has been reborn. Because now he wears a new mask. The mask of a beautiful black spreading his wings, letting his shadow fall over you. You wanted the dark. It wanted you too. Welcome home.
What the fuck, bro?
Did you know that your former partner joined up with the Wyatt Six? Absolutely not. But I'm not surprised.
What's that supposed to mean?
You took a kid who worshipped you to the press.
Hector Flores was a
I made the match.
Finally pull the trigger on trading me to Raw.
Other than that, if you want...
How am I supposed to qualify for the Rumble when I can't get through a match without the Carnival coming to town?
That sounds like a you problem. And as the GM of SmackDown, I have a long enough list of...
Okay.
Well, that just solved one of my...
What are you doing here, Heyman?
So aggressive.
That's the only business.
It looks to me like you're playing
Don't you worry. Braun...
A speed bump?
I'm not running away from it.
I was wrong. You never...
Tell me that after...
Hector. I knew you'd come here. You have to think you're in control.
I am. Take that ridiculous thing off your face.
This is the face that you gave me.
I am not the villain here. I helped you when you were nobody. When you were nothing. I gave you a hand up. And this is how you repay me?
After Braun buried you, I taught you to embrace the underground. We struck down mortals and legends with your wicked spade. You cast me aside like a broken tool.
So you got sad and ran away to join a cult? You're weak. That's why I dumped you. Weak and stupid. Did you really think you could come into my house and threaten me?
Your house? This is not your house.
Oh. They brought the swamp. Oh my god. Bitch.
Adam? How did you get here?
Through the door? What is with you?
Did you see any of that?
All I see is a guy standing by himself in a wrestling school without any students. What happened to you?
It's... And Hector. They're coming after me, and they...
Stop. Just stop. This isn't about the Wyatt Six. It's not about Hector. This is about you. You went after Jay's dad, man. With a freaking shovel. That's not you.
It was the match with Braun. That match, that humiliation, I can't get it out of my head. It eats, and it eats, and it eats me alive. All I see when I close my eyes is Heyman and Braun looking down at me. So I went down into the dark, just like Uncle Howdy said. Now, it's too late to get out.
It's not. It never is. But you have to make the choice right here and right now. A choice about the legacy you want to leave in this business and in this world. And this could be the last chance. You have to decide what kind of person you are.
I know exactly who I am. That's right. Go back to WWE. Tell Heyman, tell Braun, you tell them all. I'm coming for them.
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes. Time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some unfathomable reason, keep the chaos off my show. And maybe, you make it to WrestleMania without burning.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania. In the main event. Taking the title off Braun Breaker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Braun at WrestleMania. So I'd suggest tempering your delusions.
I'd suggest you remember what I do to GMs who get in my way.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a be good. Follow the...
Sir, yes, sir.
Here comes a man who has sent a message.
This version of the archetype does not wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win. And that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you are. That line he crossed with Pierce might be the one he can't come back from.
This match with LA Knight won't define his legacy, but it might tell us how far he's willing to fall. Mudhole stomping. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Lift it up. What do they have in mind here?
Burning hammer! Knight unprepared here.
Powerbomb! Each of those power bombs had to have taken an increasing toll on the competition.
Face plant. Head over heels with the exploder.
Knight realizing there that he's not the only one who can get up close and physical in this matchup.
There's still nothing he can't come back from.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention. Oh, I think I felt that.
LA Knight's hopes are waiting.
Knight needs to figure things out.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
He grabbed the kendo stick, and now business is really picking up.
The official making clear this is, in fact, not that kind of match. Headed out of the ring, but the counter's looming.
Introducing the steel chair into this match.
One step ahead of Knight there. Big forearm. The former archetype was looking to make a statement, but we're not sure what kind of statement he's looking to make.
LA Knight is firing up, no doubt about it.
And he exits the ring. Watch the count. And now Knight is getting beaten down.
Knight's having trouble assessing.
Well, good. The official saw that happen. Foreign object used.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized. I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Then deal with me. Just don't be surprised when the system breaks trying to hold me down.
You're not as invincible as you think.
Well,
Funny. I don't know. You almost sound like you're...
Oh, Cody.
I don't need a spotlight.
Sure. You're late.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania.
Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough. You are going to face severe consequences.
What's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Braun Breaker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean had.
The match. This.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended.
We need medical attention back there immediately.
That's
Something tells me
I want to be the bad guy. I have to be the bad guy.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to attack me? Someone who stood by you? Someone who came to you as a friend? And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
Hey, at least I'm not forgettable. Not everyone is content to put on a suit, coast into irrelevance, and claim it's a legacy.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving, you're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldis already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Braun. That's the WrestleMania main event. Not you.
I saw the post. This still ends at WrestleMania with Braun Breaker on his back thanks to me. That's not a hope. It's a schedule.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.
Oh, hey. I don't think we're supposed to be talking since you're suspended. Unless we're just hanging out.
Relax, Troy.
That is
I need a WWE producer I can...
Fantastic.
Good.
Oh, just that, huh?
And I'm reconsidering my... Let's start with Kevin Owens.
I know I'm going to regret this.
Kevin Owens is looking totally locked in for his match later tonight in what is now a warm-up for the triple threat.
First Cody, now KO. That man's not even supposed to be here.
This suspended superstar has found his way backstage to target one of Braun Breaker's potential WrestleMania opponents.
He might not be on the card, but he is clearly still very much in the picture.
And still very much much a problem for everyone at the WWE.
Starting with Kevin Owens.
A unique setup here, but flipped into a DDT. Truly, no good ever comes from being in a WWE parking lot, even when you're not in the middle of a brawl.
Ooh, brutal forearm. Splat. A stop sign stopping at you for a change.
Jeez, this is looking like an accident scene now.
And you never want to end up fighting in a WWE parking lot.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep your head on a swivel, cause getting hit by a car is the least of your worries here.
Here's my shovel.
Opening the ambulance doors. Not sure what the plan is here, though.
Oh.
When there's this much to stay in a parking lot becomes a good place for a brawl.
But that pavement isn't as soft as the ring, I'll tell you that.
Good God Almighty, that could end it all right here.
He's able to sidestep out of that.
But wait, look at this determination to get out of this, to create separation.
Coming down hard with that shovel. And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes. Hoist them up. I don't see them getting up after that.
There you are.
Please, no.
Calm down, Drew.
No, no.
You were an accomplice.
Yes.
Good boy.
You might find.
You're turning into a...
I really wish you wouldn't do this.
There's an added buzz in the air with Seth Rollins returning home to NXT.
The Archetype with another attack. This man is crossing lines that haven't even been drawn yet.
I don't believe in accidents, man. You take out 2 title contenders, and you're making a claim, loud and violent.
He definitely wants his shot, and he's not waiting for permission.
He's not even waiting until Rollins made it into the building, turning the parking lot into a battleground. Off the welt's already forming from that kendo shot. And we just saw some serious offense.
Oh, man!
Rollins' NXT homecoming has turned into a nightmare, thanks to the suspended Archetype.
There it is! The spear!
Sorry, sir. I see you.
And now it looks like they're done.
He's like, help me. Hey there.
You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
People just don't know how to stay out of my way.
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
When you thought you were too good for NXT a few months ago, that was the best thing to ever happen to me. But at least now the whole world knows the truth. That the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's reckoning.
It's both. Redemption is just wreckage.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Braun Breaker doesn't go here.
appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetypes hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
He's taken out Owens and Rollins, so it's clear what the suspended superstar's endgame is.
But suspended is the key word, Cole. Does he think if he takes out the entire triple threat, they'll put his name in by default?
He sure seems intent to find out, Booker.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Turns that in his favor. Hoisted up high here. Running power slam. Being carried around now.
Down through the table.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Spear! Orton's been the predator for 2 decades, but tonight, he was the prey. Oh, what a clothesline. Ooh, chucked that chair right at him. Suplex coming down on the chair.
I'm sorry, Randy.
Suplex. And now it looks like they're done. Done for now.
Right in the chair.
This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Braun Breaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client, Braun Breaker, is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
When I first came back to SmackDown, I was unstoppable. And then here comes Jey Uso. Then Jimmy. Two brothers coming together to come at me. That's the kind of thing that only occurs when someone whispers just loud enough to make real noise. Someone like the Wise Man. Funny how Hector ended up with the Wyatt Six after I left him behind. They didn't target him at random. Someone pointed them in the direction of the lost soul. Someone who knew exactly what kind of chaos that would unleash. Someone who wanted me trapped in that nightmare while the Royal Rumble came and went. Someone like you.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client, Ron Breakker, gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Ron Breakker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Ron, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you.
Ron, let's go hash this out over steaks.
No, I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania.
Ron Breakker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the Archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for.
Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Well, I can.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah, so you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name and Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You tried to break me once. This time, I'm the one doing the breaking. And I'm not stopping at the bell.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You try to show how tough you are. Expect us all to run away. Then go tell some... While you spent a year...
Just because you walked in here on...
I can beat any opponent.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman?
Heyman is an advisor.
If you're really calling the shots, prove it. Tell Heyman to stay backstage. Your sweaty puppet master can watch you lose on TV.
Paul won't like it, but I don't need him. I never did.
Well, you got your match. Braun Breaker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you was your soul. And Hector's. And any shred of respect I had for you. We were friends. And you attacked me. For getting in your way? For trying to remind you of who you were? You know, all those years you were off making movies and chasing that dream? I kept my word that whenever you wanted to come back, I'd get you back in. And I did. And I wish I hadn't. I sure hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? You know, in life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
Maybe. I didn't want it to be this way, but I had to make choices. I had to sacrifice. I had to get here. And I'm sorry, but ultimately, that's what matters.
It's not. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. No Heyman and Bronze Court.
Just like everyone else.
I never said who I'm.
Here to wish me luck, Aldis?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager,
You never supported me.
Funny thing about comebacks. Everyone watches the
You're not gonna give me some...
No. Just saying it was a long road to get here. But here
jealous?
You're going up against...
Thanks to me.
Oh, it is. Trust me.
No. Never. There's a reason I turned him down then. That hasn't changed. I don't need someone scripting my path for me.
No. Not now. Anyway. Good.
Mate, why do the last man? Ooh.
And now we welcome a man who might not have earned this shot, but took it anyway. Braun Breaker steps into the arena without his normal safety net. The unification of the world champion.
Okay.
For the first time in well over
Oh, wow, bro.
without Paul Heyman at ringside, determined to prove he can handle this match without him.
And that is where the former
God damn it.
dangerous. He's managed to turn Breaker's pride into a weapon.
I respect Braun for taking that stand, but in this kind of fight, pride can cost you everything.
Well,
This. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Launched right out of the ring.
Love him or hate him, you have to admire
my mother. I don't know why he did. He didn't go right there.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
There goes Breaker, kicked out of the ring.
just ruthlessly mocking his opponent.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
Pulling out the table, and I'm sure he's Being the one to go through it.
Breaker scrambling back into the ring. Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Incoming. Big time powerbomb. The champ has to be seeing stars after that vicious powerbomb.
Getting him into the corner.
Punch right to the face. Braun fires back.
Round we go and driven down in a side slam.
For the title, new champ.
Oh yeah, man, stopping the count like that just means he's got more bad intentions in mind. Breaker is out of the way.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
The lights don't get brighter than WrestleMania, and surely both of these competitors are feeling all of it. The champ taking a big damage.
Devastating stomp. A quick roll out of the ring. He's clearly looking to regain his composure here. Super kick.
Wait a second. That's Paul Heyman, and he's heading to the ring.
You can throw him out, write the rules, post the signs, but Heyman always finds a way back in.
Just right behind. Nice schoolboy there.
The challenger gets a shoulder up.
I think this ref might be a little slow on the count.
Flying forward, landing flush.
Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Breaker needs to find that spark and rally. What a sick thud from that table. Oh, the table definitely connected on that one.
This is a bad position for the champ to be in now.
But this is somewhat to be expected in a back-and-forth match like this.
Not a good spot to be in. Are you kidding me? Through the table.
Taking the brutal route and annihilating his opponent and the table. Strikes with the forearm.
Momentum's completely with him now.
Yeah, and he's just found a different level right now.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
And he's procured some backup now. Fantastic managerial skills on his part.
A suplex.
Oh, right to the DDT.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Clearing out the announce table. This can't be good.
Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Breaker is breaking down a bit.
Oh, my shovel.
Beating down with a shovel, straight pummeling them with it.
The champ being taken to task here.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
You can see this match has started to take a toll on their bodies, but neither of these men are giving an inch. Spear! Suplex turns it into a DDT.
Are we going to see it? Are we going to see a new champion tonight? Using everything in them to protect the title.
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes or the fact that he...
Hopes for a belly-to-back suplex. Into a DDT.
Can we have a new champ after that?
The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, we have a new, undisputed WWE champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either.
Any critic athleticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Bron Breakker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up. Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
Listen to me.
Get up. Let's do this.
After everything the Archetype has been through, how can he forget all that and side with Heyman?
He's not forgetting. Those are the reasons he's doing it.
Like it or not, the Archetype and Paul Heyman now sit at the top of WWE. For Booker T, Wade Barrett, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.
Hey, I don't want you to freak out, but did you notice that Paul?
Yeah,
In Saudi Arabia? But you should know. Right after Blade.
I imagine there's...
You know what kind... And after you... I mean, there's...
I don't know how you did that, but I guess I'll give it a try.
Nice.
So I did the. I'm gonna be a good guy now.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
Keeping me busy. Had to shoot all new matchup graphics, promotional shots. My hand feels like it's about to fall off after signing about 1,000 8x10s.
It's tough being the Archetype.
Honestly, it's nice being the Archetype. I missed it.
You were gone for like 2+ years.
I know I was technically cleared after about 6 months, but I wanted to make sure I was really ready to get back in the ring. And now, there's no doubt about that.
Well, that's all good to hear. Not an easy first match back tonight, though, against our champion. If the rookie would have given you a warm-up, I'm pulling for you. But Bron Breakker, he's the real deal.
I know I was out, but I didn't stop watching the product. I've seen Bron's matches. I know what he can do.
Seeing him on TV is one thing. Facing him in the ring is another. Especially with Heyman in his corner. But look, I know you're up first tonight, so I'm sure you want to go get ready for your match. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Pierce.
Nah.
Come back, kid. Jacob, nobody. When I won the IC title, that lit the rocket under my...
Must still be burning if they had it.
Well, do you?
It don't matter if you win.
Let me guess.
You're quick.
I'm hoping you have all your shots, because if you're about to say dog walk, I'll have to tell you.
Yeah?
Wow. What's it been? 10, 12 years?
Something like that. Good to see you, Punk. You've been on quite the run since you came back to WWE.
Thanks. And now it's your turn.
Well, different.
You might as well have been for how long? In any event, I have a feeling...
Why change what always... Got it.
Yeah.
I gotta ask.
Good to see you.
Any of this? A lot's changed.
A lot has.
Things could have been to heal, giving.
I think every.
Oh, I am.
God. I'm be a good guy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the undisputed WWE Championship.
It's the Archetype ready to make his long-awaited return.
Oh.
Introducing.
Not going to be any question about it.
Here we go. It's the Raw after WrestleMania.
Oh,
The
man.
WWE champion is wasting no time in facing their next challenge.
Wow.
And the returning Archetype.
This is a match we thought we would never see, let alone witness, just one night after the showcase of the Immortals.
Credit to Paul Heyman's guy, Braun Breaker. He doesn't dodge any challenge.
Two.
Just better hope that doesn't catch up to him tonight.
3.
Super kick.
Call him disrespectful. I'll call him bold. In your face and unafraid.
Oh. These two are firing off on each other, man.
Saw it coming. It covers it.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury. And this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
Ooh. Kick to the leg. Oh, bunch of strikes.
Finishing with a drop kick.
With that suplex.
Now trampling the opposition. Oh, just nailing the double axe handle. Oh, look at this. Showing off with a big flex. And then a kick to the back. Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Tough spot for Braun to be in.
Paul Heyman's.
You still think the Archetype is swimming upstream, Wade?
He looks great, but he better stay focused here.
Look out. Breakensteiner from the top rope.
Like I was saying, and the Archetype may be hurt.
Here we go.
Spear! Breaker nails the spear! That's gotta be it. Braun Breaker has successfully defended his WWE Championship.
Damn.
Back the Archetype with relative ease.
This wasn't the comeback the Archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now he's going to be asking himself a lot of hard questions.
Braun's about to put an exclamation point on his WrestleMania weekend.
The Archetype just hit the floor with a sickening thud.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE. The Archetype is a thing of the past, and Braun Breaker reigns supreme.
I'm not sure how the Archetype is going to regroup from this.
He might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions.
Let's start off in the front row.
Thank you. Marcus Brown from the Wrestling Spectator. I wanted to know how you're feeling after that match.
Thanks, Marcus. I'm a bit banged up. That suplex to the floor didn't help. But nothing I haven't felt before. I'll be all right.
Okay, next up, third from the back.
Hi, Robin Ray from the Women Who Fight podcast. Have you had a chance to check out the reaction on social media?
I've been in the trainer's room for the past 2 hours, so no, I haven't. Why? What's going on?
You're currently the #1 trending topic worldwide. One post reads, and I quote, "The archetype is like a mask."
Look, I'll be the first to admit I didn't perform up to my standards tonight. Am I disappointed? Of course. But I'm not going to let one bad match define me.
We have time for one more question. Robert, you were next.
Thanks. Robert Inkin, Sports Coverage Daily. With how your night turned out, are you going to continue your comeback? Or have your injuries taken too much of a toll to compete at this level?
I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing. So I'm glad you asked. Here's my response. I will not give up. All that negativity, it's fuel. I am going to use every negative post, every negative comment from the crowd, the locker room, the media. I will use all of that negativity to fuel my comeback. I will train harder than I have ever trained before. I'll be the first to show up and the last to leave. I refuse to go out like this. I refuse to let my fans down. I refuse to let myself down. So I'm going to take a step back, reassess. And the next time you see me, the real archetype will be back. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the archetype.
Oh.
Trying to remember who you used to be? I wonder if you'll ever get back.
A little bit of both, maybe. The place looks nicer than I remember.
We've made some upgrades. A lot's changed since the last time you were here.
Don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, I saw your comeback match. I saw the press conference, too. That could have gone a whole different way. But you showed up, took it on the chin, didn't point fingers, didn't play the victim.
I got beat. There's no hiding from that. But hey, everybody loves a comeback story. Just, usually they don't start with a viral meme of you eating canvas.
Well, then you've come to the right place. You know, everybody talks about my big comeback in 2002 like it started at SummerSlam. The match? That was the easy part. What they didn't see is the months of grind that came before it. The quiet work, the doubt, the pain. You ready for that? Because after what your body's been through, there's no shame in tapping out.
I didn't work my way back to walk away like this. You know, rehab like that either breaks you or rebuilds you. I'm still standing.
Glad to hear it. We've got a bunch of hungry talent here dying to test themselves against someone like you. We'll push them. They'll push you harder. We've got the run of the place. Talk to me or Justine when you want to set up a match.
Thanks. I will.
Oh, almost forgot. There's a little gift waiting for you in the locker room. Courtesy of Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker.
Is it in a flaming paper bag?
No, but it might as well be.
Okay.